Hey y'all, hey TKN Beauty. Y'all let me know because one of my friends said the last time I was on live that it was buffering really, really bad. But when I go live from my laptop. So maybe when I'm on live on Facebook, I have to do it a different way. So just let me know, put it in the chat if I'm buffering or not. So that way I can, try another way to go live so I can give y'all this tea. But for y'all that are just following me, I am your girl, D. Kenyatta Nicole, your healthy hair care specialist and CEO of Norris Hair Care Products, where our products help you to achieve healthy hair care moisture, dry, flaky, itchy scalp, and hair growth. So I put a poll, and I don't like to say, "Oh, let me wait for a few people to get on," because if y'all like me, you got a short attention span, and you just want the information. Like you don't got time to wait. But if you are tuning in and you are watching the replay, make sure you comment below and you put replay because I do go back and I do check the messages. I do go back and read the comments and I do respond as well because I'm just here to help y'all. So I'm tired. So I was like, oh my God, I look so tired. I am. But I want to make sure that I got on here and I give y'all a few little tips. I know I've been gone for about 2 weeks, but I've been like doing so much behind the scene work and I still have so much to do. But I want to stay consistent when it comes to your healthy hair care journey and when you're trying to reach your hair goals. So I put a poll in my private Facebook group, and if you are not a part of my private Facebook community, you need to make sure that you join. It's tknbeauty.com. You can just type in the URL tknbeauty.com and it'll lead you right to the Facebook group. But I give a lot of information in that group. We just do a lot of different things. Like I'm gonna start doing giveaways pretty soon, and I have some other cool things that I do too. But I'm always sharing hair care tips. I have some ebooks that I have published and I put the links inside of the Facebook group as well. Because a lot of times when it comes to social media, you all just because you are following me, just because you are part of the group, a lot of times the social media sites don't just automatically give you the information unless you like engage, unless you have your notifications, or you got to remember to go back and look for the information. So just being in my private Facebook group, then you're able to make sure that you have access to these resources when it comes to your healthy hair care journey. So I wanted to touch a little bit about hair growth. And it's so crazy because I just wrote an email about that. And when people are inboxing me, DMing, commenting, and they're like, "How do I grow my hair?" To me, that's not a short answer because the hair growth can stem from a lot of different things. So, first off, you have to get to the root of why your hair is not growing. And I laid out some of those facts in the hair growth blueprint. So if you have not downloaded that book, the hair growth blueprint is a free ebook that I wrote. You need to make sure that you download the ebook. You can go to my website at theknstore.com, or you can in the Facebook group community. I do no, don't do it because I have to update that link. Oh my God. I just, I just remembered that. Oh, more stuff. So, because I redid that book and I wanted to provide more value. So, just go to my website and download it. When you go to the website, you'll go to education and under what is it? Healthy hair ebook. Yeah, healthy hair ebooks. Click that tab and you'll see 4 different free ebooks that I publish that you have access to. But in the hair growth blueprint, I dig deep and I talk about some of the things that can be causing your hair to come out. A lot of it can stem from if your body is lacking something. So if you're vitamin deficient, that can cause your hair to come out. If you have auto immune disease, that can cause your hair to come out. Things like thyroids, that can cause your hair to come out. There's different type of alopecias. Alopecia can be you causing it, or it can be something like genetic. So knowing which type of alopecia that you have can prevent your hair from coming out. I always like to stress this when you can do prevention, because a lot of times, and I've been working really good on this for myself. We wait till the issue happen and then we want to do something about it. So if you know that you have an autoimmune deficiency, or something is, I don't even think that was the right, but autoimmune disease, then you already know you have that. So you need to be doing the things that, like eating right, making sure that you are putting the right vitamins in your body, making sure that you are not doing hairstyles that's going to cause your hair to come out. So you want to do prevention. You don't want to just accept and say, oh, well, my hair is coming out because I have this autoimmune disease, which a lot of times things are stem from what we are eating. I promise y'all, that's the number one thing, what we are eating. Another thing is, stress. Stress is a big factor. Like a lot of times, whether you are stressing with your work life, if there's something going on with your work life, if you are stressing in your day-to-day life, your personal life, that can cause your hair to come out. And if I don't know if y'all got kids, but these damn kids can stress you the hell out and will cause your hair to come out. So knowing, keeping your stress down to a minimum, and I know it's more easier said than done, but we just have to be mindful when it comes to those things. And I always say, write it down, do a journal, because when you're writing out your day, and I journal all, like I bought me a new journal because my other journal is it only got like 2 more pages in it. And so I was gonna start writing in my new journal. Then I said, nope, let me finish up the pages in this, then I'll go to my new one. So just writing out your day, that can relieve stress. Like last night, y'all, I'm be very honest and transparent. Like what I'm doing got the best of me last night, to where I'm that type of person and I try to hold it in and just keep going, listening to affirmations, doing the things that I know to do to just keep my mind, to keep going. But last night I was like, I just got to let it out. So I let my frustration out and I was just crying. And once I let it out, I felt so much better. I didn't get to write in my journal last night, but this morning, I got my car service, and while I was sitting there and waiting for them to do my car, I wrote in my journal, and it also helped to relieve that frustration and that stress and that anxiety that I'm dealing with while running a business. Because oh my God, if y'all are entrepreneur, drop that in the chat and let me know. But it's no joke. It's especially when you're doing something that you have never done before. So just like I'm having this experience with building Nora's hair care products, right? The same thing. I just remember when I first went natural, that same thing. Trying to figure out what hairstyles can I do to my hair, trying to figure out what products I can use for my hair. And it took me a while. At this time, I wasn't even doing hair at the time. So I was like, I wasn't in hair school or anything when I decided to go natural. So I was just trying to figure out what I just had, like, other people recommendations or looking at YouTube, and still off of that, like, people would say, "Oh, I use this product." Well, I used that product and it didn't work for me. There was a multiple of things that I had to do in order for me to figure out what worked for me. But guess what? The main thing is I did not give up. And I there was somebody that posted in under my post when I did a poll on what I should talk about, and they were just like, I just give up, and I don't want you to give up. Like, don't be afraid to try things. Don't be afraid to make a mistake, because I always say, if it don't kill you, you have a chance to try it again and do it over. Then if you have I always say, when you wake up the next day, you always get another day to be great. So don't be afraid to fail. Like, how do you know if it's going to work if you don't try it? So I tell, like, when I'm styling my clients' hair, and they'll ask me like, "Oh, well, I want to try my hair." Like, say if we're doing twists, and then they decide that they want to do a comb, like, what, a wash and go. So I give them all the facts. I say, "Hey, this is what a wash and go is. Just not a wash and go. A wash and go is you trying products. I use this gel and I use this foam, but these are the products that I used before I used this gel and I used this foam. Try different ways. Try to use the gel first, then the foam, and see how it works on your hair. Then another way, try to use the foam first, then top it off with the gel, because everybody hair is different. So you can't be afraid to try it, to see which way works best for your hair. I also, I remember last week I was talking to my client, and I said, when your hair starts to get old and it starts to get frizzy, what you can do is you can spray some water on it, because you already have the products in your hair. You can take the Nora's Daily Hair Moisturizer, put some on your hand, twirl it around your fingers, and then you can rehydrate your curls without you re-shampooing your hair if it's not extremely dirty. How do I know these things? Because I have tried it. Everything that I tell y'all, I have tried it on my hair. I experiment all the time. But if I was afraid, and that time when I first went natural and I gave up, then I wouldn't be right here at this point now. I wouldn't be able to share with y'all, what to do with your hair. I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't have been in hair school, I believe. I wouldn't have wrote the ebooks that I wrote, if it wasn't for me experimenting and not giving up and trying different methods, whatever that word is, trying different products, seeing what works and what don't work for my hair. So don't be afraid to try and make a mistake. Like, you never know, it can be so cute. The other day, me and my husband was in the car. We went somewhere, but I didn't have time to do my hair before we went. I took, I don't have it with me. It's up there on the shelf. But I had the Daily Hair Moisturizer and the Nora's Leave-In Spray. I brought it in the car with me, and I used the leave-in spray first. I took the top off of it because I needed it. Then I used the Daily Hair Moisturizer, and I sat there in the car on our way, and I just curled my hair with my fingers. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. I did not know for sure how it was going to turn out. But I took a chance and I did it, and it turned out so cute. And I was like, why didn't I record this? Oh my God. So I'm going to show y'all again. I'm going to do it again. But I just did it. Like, it was just came out. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. my head, and I was like, just take your products, just because I've done it before with y'all on live, and I showed y'all a piece, but I never did my whole head. So I sat there literally in the car and I did my whole head with those two products, and it redefined my hair, and it looked so good. But I want to tell y'all this: when it comes to your natural hair journey, and if you are in if you are in the healthy natural hair private Facebook community, then you will see I made this post. When did I post this? A day ago. And I was talking about I gave like some different keys on how to stay encouraged and how to keep going. And number one was be patient. Being patient is the key foundation to healthy hair. Y'all, if y'all like me, sometimes my patience run really thin. And I have to remember this. Like I gotta be patient. Rome was not built in a day. So I have to be patient with myself. Long as I'm doing the steps, long as I'm doing what I need to do, then guess what? It's going to work. So if you download any of my free guides and you do the steps that are in the ebook, then guess what? It's gonna work. You gotta be patient. If you are using Nora's hair care products, it's going to work. You just gotta be patient. You gotta be patient with yourself. Your hair did not fall out overnight. It may seem like it did, but it was over time. You kept doing the things that you weren't supposed to do that caused your hair to fall out. So be patient with yourself and just keep doing it. Stay the course. And then the second thing is stay informed. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is the key. Learn about your hair type. Learn what your hair needs. Learn what's the best hair care routine for your hair. The more you know, the better you're able to take care of your hair. I promise you. So when I say knowledge goes back to the resources that I am providing you with when it comes to healthy hair. When I come on live and I'm talking to y'all and I'm giving y'all information about healthy hair, you're able to ask me questions. That's also you staying informed. Ask questions. A lot of times we are afraid to ask questions, or you say you don't have a question. And I've learned that when you are afraid to ask questions or when you don't have a question, that means that you're not doing the work. You are just simply not doing it. Because if you were doing what you needed for your hair care, then how can I put that? If you are doing what you need to do and it's working, then yes, you don't have questions. But if what you are doing is not working, then you should have questions, because what you need to figure out what you are doing wrong. And it can be one little simple tweak that you need to do when it comes to your hair. The third thing is consistency. Consistency is key. I'm I'm good. I'm working on it. I'm doing so much better, y'all. I'm so proud of myself because I'm doing so good when it comes to consistency. A lot of times we do the things that we need to do and it starts to work. And then you get happy and then you like, oh, I don't need to do that no more. And then you stop. No. When you see what is working, you have to keep going when it comes to your hair. Just like when you are on a diet program and you lose that first 5 pounds. Well, you don't go back to what you used to do, because guess what? You're gonna gain that 5 pounds back plus another five. So the same thing when you do a diet program and you start to lose weight, and in order for you to keep getting those results of you losing weight, then you keep being consistent, and you keep doing what you need to do. You keep eating right, you keep exercising, you keep whatever, you keep doing your supplements, whatever you need to do. The same thing when it comes to your hair care routine. Whatever, when you find out what's working, when you find out how often you need to shampoo your hair, that's what you need to do. When you find out what products you need to use for your hair and they are working, you need to keep using those products until they're not working anymore. When you find out, like, okay, when I trim my hair, if I get my hair trimmed every 2 months instead of every 3 months, it helps me to retain length. Then that's what you need to do. If I deep condition when I deep condition my hair every month, instead of waiting every 6 weeks, then my hair feels more softer and it's more shinier. So that's what you need to do. So anytime I say create a hair care routine, that's what I mean by that. And I'm sorry if I never said that, but that's what I mean by it. Figuring out what works for your hair and then sticking to that hair care routine. And your hair care routine is different. Like I do give like general things like, okay, this is what you need to do. You need to shampoo your hair, you need to do deep conditioners. But I never like to put like the general thing is like for a deep conditioner is like once a month. But if your hair is dry and you shampoo your hair every 2 weeks, in order for you to retain that moisture or get your hair back to a moisture balance, then what you need to do is you need to make sure that you are deep conditioning your hair every 2 weeks. Then once you get that moisture balance, then you can say, okay, well, instead of me deep conditioning my hair every 2 weeks or every time I shampoo my hair, let me see how my hair will feel if I only deep condition my hair once a month. And then it's okay to do experiments, but make sure when you are doing that, make sure that it works, and be mindful. So that's what I mean by creating your hair care routine and sticking to it. Because a lot of times we'll do stuff, but then we're not being aware of if it's working or if it's not working. So but yeah, I just wanted to get on here, and y'all let me know if that makes sense or not as well in the chat. Just put yes, it makes sense. Girl, I don't know what the hell you talking about. I need more information. So let me know. But make sure that for more healthy hair care tips, make sure that you visit my website, download your free e-guide, whether you are looking for hair growth, if you are experiencing anything, if you are looking for like overall hair growth, then you need to download the hair growth blueprint. I updated it. So if you downloaded it before, you should have gotten an email where I updated the ebook and I added more information to it. If you are dealing with dry scalp, then you should download the dry scalp solution ebook. If you are experiencing edge issues, then you should download the grow your edges back in 14 days. If you are experiencing, it's one more. It's four that I wrote. I can't think of the other one. But if you go to my website, you will see all four of the ebooks, and they're all free of charge. Like I make it so easy and so simple to help you on your healthy hair care journey. So don't never say that I have not helped you. Don't never say that I do not provide you with the resources, but I am here to help you. You are not in it alone, so don't feel like you are. You can ask me questions at any time. You can send me a DM as well, and you can ask me questions, and just give me time to answer. But I promise you, I will get back with you and answer your questions. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed this Tipsy Tuesday. make sure that you do download those the free resources that I get you to help you to get to your hair care goals and to help you save time, stress, and frustration to where you don't feel like you want to cut your hair all off or go back to the creamy crack. All right, y'all. Love y'all, and I will talk to y'all next week. Maybe before then, but for sure I will be talk to y'all next Tuesday. Happy Tipsy Tuesday, and enjoy the rest of y'all night. And if you are watching replay, just make sure you comment replay below. Bye.